Hi, welcome. I'm Beverly, and this is our 20-minute core strength training. Now we're at level 2, so if you are a beginner, please check out my level 1 video. But today we are concentrating on our lower abdominal muscles, our glutes, our inner and outer thighs. All these muscles really interweave to form a basket that helps strengthen our pelvic floor and ultimately help us with bladder health, urinary incontinence issues, and strengthen the muscles that we are targeting through my interval workouts. All right, we have 20 minutes. I promise to keep you no longer, so let's get started. Please have a mat or a nice cushy spot for your knees and find a tabletop position. Shoulders and wrists in line, and the same with your knees and your hips. Make a table. Okay, close your eyes for just a second. Take a couple deep breaths. Forget about your day and your children screaming and everything else. All right, let's take a nice big inhale and drop our tummies. Stick our butts up. Let it all up as we arch our back. Let's do another one. Drop your belly. One more. We're getting our muscles warmed up and ready to work out. So, kind of wag your tail as if you were a dog. Nice and slow. Just a slow wag, and maybe a few circles with your hips, one way, the other way. Let's get our muscles warmed up and ready to be worked out. Now, what I call the bird dog, we're going to reach our alternate arm out and leg out, and then draw them in, arching your back, and have your knee and elbow meet and back out. This really works balance, working all of your abdominal muscles and your glute, your booty. One more. Okay, other side. Let's do the same. Nice flat back, and then you can arch it a bit. Bring it in when you meet. Don't forget to breathe. Concentrating so hard I forget to breathe. Ooh, I'm wobbly too. This is a good balance test. Get back to your other side. And now I'm really going to challenge you here. We're going to try to go out perpendicular, is that, I guess? Let's try it one more time. Warming up our hips and our whole side body. Let's do the other side. See if you can hold it for just a second. Nice. Okay, let's get started. We are going to start out with a Pilates move called hundreds. In level 1, we did a modified version. Now we are going for the full thing. Don't worry, we will break halfway, okay? Please watch your neck. I don't want any tension on your neck. I know we all work at computers. We have enough neck tension. If you feel your neck getting sore, take a rolled up yoga mat, a yoga block, a pillow, a rolled up blanket, anything, and put it under your neck to support yourself. Okay, so rolling down on our backs. Always remember to have your back pressed against the floor. You want almost a scoop in your belly, and it will come natural when you lift your shoulders off and your butt up. Hundreds, you can start here. This is the easiest. Harder, 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 okay? Shoulders off the ground, Release any tension in your neck, and we are just going to count. We'll be here for 50 quick counts. Don't forget to breathe. We're halfway. All right, that was 50. Roll in. Release any tension in your neck. And we're back up. Come on, challenge yourself. Your legs may shake a little bit. You also are working the tops of your thighs. My toes want to cramp. And come in. Nice. Give yourself a little hug. Those are hard, for sure, definitely. Okay. We can put our knees down, just about hip width apart here. Grab the back of your neck for support. We are going to do a pelvic tilt sit-up. It's a mini sit-up. It looks like this. So my butt comes off the ground slightly, and my shoulders slightly to meet. We'll be here for 30. I want all the work to come from your core and not your feet. Relax your feet. Remember to be pressing your lower back into the ground here. I wonder if it'll help to see what my abs are doing here. Oh, showing me my underwear. More. I'm really targeting. You should really be feeling this right above your pelvic bone. Nice, relax. Okay, bring your knees up, 45-degree angle. You can keep your head on the floor, or if you find your back arching, you can put your hands under your butt to do these. Or lift up a little bit. This is the more advanced version. We're going to be here for 30. If at any time your back comes off the ground, adjust your position. Or if your neck is too strained, you can bring your blanket, yoga block, anything else there to help. I lost count. Let's do 15 more. I like to feel the muscles working and make sure they're there. They are there. Nice. Roll back down. Release your neck. Roll back and forth. Okay, we're gonna get into some nice kicking core exercises. This first one's a scissors kick. If you're a beginner, you can start with your legs almost perpendicular here, right? Or come down. The further down you get, the harder it is. We'll be here for 30. I wish we were outside today. It's such a beautiful day. But with all the airplanes coming overhead, it's much quieter in my basement. And I have concrete, which is really hard on your knees, even if you have a mat. Whew, hug your knees in. Protect your knees, you know, really invest in a good yoga mat, work out on the carpet, put some padding under your knees. You don't want to damage your knees while you're doing like the tabletop or any of those yoga type positions. Okay, now for fluttered kicks, shoulders off the ground. This time our Legs are going down. You don't want to throw your legs down, so it's a gentle lowering, a controlled lowering, I guess you could call it. And I like to pull at the top and just get that extra stretch in here. We have about 8 more. I'm terrible with counting, you may find. So, do these at your own pace. If you can only do 20, that's fine. I want to challenge you with pushing to 30. Nice. All right. We are going to do bicycles next. I know everyone has their opinion about bicycles. They are hard. So bring your legs up to a nice 45-degree. Cradle your neck in your hands. And we are going to alternate back and forth with your leg touching the ground with each bicycle. I don't know why they call these bicycles, because I've biked across the US and I never touched my knees and elbows in all 4,000 miles. What the heck? These are tough, but they're so good. So good, they're bad. Okay, 10 more. Nice, good job. All right, next we have just a nice isometric hold, touching the ceiling. So pretend your toes are just reaching out of your hips, stretching your legs, trying to touch the ceiling. Your shoulders come off the ground. You're not going toward your toes, but straight up. So arms and legs straight up. Let's count to 30.
1.
Hey, I don't need it, you. Sorry, honey. My son. Thank you. We're halfway. Really try to challenge yourself here. You're working not only your upper, but your lower abdominals. We have 4 seconds left. All right. Come in. We're gonna do a few rocks. Back and forth. Release any pressure in your spine or in your neck. Maybe a nice twist. We are not done. No, we've got about 7 more minutes. We're gonna focus on our inner and outer thighs and our wonderful booties, okay? So, let's roll back down. Legs up in a 45-degree angle here. We're gonna do what I call an adductor. So, legs out and in. We'll be here for 30. I'm gonna add a little resistance with my hands. So my hands are just gently pushing down while I'm trying to push in. So they're not really pushing down when I'm going out. Only when I'm coming in, I'll give them some resistance here. You can flex your feet. See how that feels different? I think we're about halfway. If these are too hard for you, you can always do a supported version with your hands on the outside. We're going for quantity here. As we get closer to 30, they will feel harder. You will feel your muscles working more, for sure. 2 more. And again, remember, keep that back. Press to the ground, no gap. Nice. All right, we're gonna get into some booty work. Lift up my pants here. Okay, 30 of each exercise. We're going up for our halfway glute squeeze. So I'm not going all the way up. This would be all the way up. We're just going halfway and squeezing and lowering back down. The beauty of this exercise comes in the squeeze. So really trying to make everything extremely tight when you come up. Your backs of your thighs, your lower back, all of your glute muscles. And you'll feel this also a little bit up front near the pelvic bone and the pelvic floor if you're squeezing really hard. That'll look good, right? We have shorts and bathing suit. Season is coming up. Let's do 10 more. Okay, now stay up top and we're gonna go down and squeeze at the top. We're only going halfway down. We're not going all the way. So in addition to working our glutes here, we're also working the quadriceps, or the fronts of the thighs, those beautiful muscles that make your knees and legs look long and gorgeous in shorts. If you still wear shorts. I try on all these shorts and I'm like, oh my God, I'm almost 50. I should be wearing capris, but I love them. I love my short shorts. Let's do 10 more. Okay, now stay at the top. Nice squeeze here. We're gonna go in and out with our thighs. And when you come in, squeeze everything. Squeeze your inner thighs, your knees, squeeze everything together nice. My feet are a little bit less than the mat. So maybe about shoulder width. I could think of my feet being about shoulder width apart here. And don't drop your butt all the way to the ground. You're keeping it lifted. If you need some extra support, you can put your hands or a pillow. But otherwise, I want you here and squeezing when you come in. Let's do 10 more. I really feel these working. I hope you do too. And we're done. All right, let's do those nice, wonderful rolls to release our spine and come up. Again, a nice twist. Anybody getting a nice crack in their spine? A chiropractic adjustment? Okay, roll down on your belly. I got you here about 1 more minute. Find a Sphinx pose. So, shoulders and elbows in a line, and pull your chest forward. Kind of act like a turtle popping its head out of its shell. And you'll feel this all in the front of your abdominal wall, all the way from your pelvic bone, which should be touching the floor, all the way up. You can even come up here, but that might be too much on your back. Okay, and just roll to your side. We're gonna stretch our side bodies. Oh, that feels good. Mine is tight. And then you can flip over, but I'm gonna swing around and just get my other side. Ooh, got a little cramp there. And then we worked our inner and outer thighs. So this might be enough of a stretch, just coming into a straddle position. Or you can lean forward and grab your feet and just hold for a few seconds. Ah, that feels nice. Thank you so much for dedicating this 20 minutes to beautifying yourself, strengthening yourself, and showing determination not to grow old gracefully. I'll see you next time. Please join me for level 2, 20-minute interval training. Remember, if you're on the 6-week commitment, we're doing that 3 days a week and doing our floor exercises the other 2. All right, have a wonderful day.